Hi students, welcome back from spring break. As we start our new form of distance learning, just want to make sure that you're aware of how information will be delivered from now until the end of the school year. So every week you're going to get some PowerPoint slides in video form as well as a lesson to show you what we're learning for the week. So this week is week 31 from April 7th through the 14th. The learning objectives are I can translate linear functions into equations, tables, and graphs, and that will be shown through one of the assignments, the y equals mx plus b outline number 2. I can compare linear equations by proportionality, steepness, and increasing, decreasing. You also show that in y equals mx plus b book outline number 2. And then I can complete chapter 1 of the y equals mx plus b book, which is the second assignment. So these two assignments will be posted on Google Classroom, and you'll submit your work under the Classwork section. Tuesday's homework, y equals mx plus b book outline number 2, and Thursday's homework is draft of chapter 1. Both of these will be due next Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. If you're wondering what the assignments are for next week, it will be a draft of chapter 2 and a draft of chapter 3. So by the end of next week, you should have a pretty final draft of your y equals mx plus b book, which is worth 100 points. So there are 5 key points when we're talking about distance learning. The first are the weekly assignments and videos will be posted by Tuesday. Second, assignments are due the following Tuesday. Submit work using Google Classroom. Third, office hours will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 to 12, 2 to 3, and 4 to 5. 4, weekly attendance will be taken through Zoom or Google Hangouts. And 5, extra credit can be earned through participation. I'm going to go over each of these numbers to discuss what they look like. So weekly assignments can be found on the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet has the assignment date, the due date, videos for every single lesson, along with handouts attached. The KBAC will also be listed, links to the office hours, Google Hangouts link, as well as the answer keys link. The answer keys don't have worked out solutions, they just have the answer. And if you have just general questions, post them on Google Hangouts, and anyone in the class, myself or the tutors, can help answer them. This is the best place you can ask your questions, under Google Hangouts. We want to make sure that Google Classroom is just a place for posting announcements and not necessarily asking questions. And if you're wondering what the password for office hours is, it's math. Second, on Google Classroom, you can submit your work through the Classwork section. So earlier I pointed to you guys that the spreadsheet is right here, and it's also posted on Google Classroom. And if you want to post your work, submit your work, make sure you go to the Classwork section and then click on the assignment, and then you submit it. Third, office hours are listed here. Tuesdays and Thursdays are dedicated to Integrated Math 1, and you can see the times listed. If you feel like you can't make these times, you're always welcome to ask questions on Google Hangouts. And also, office hours are optional, they're not mandatory. It's just a place for you to ask questions and get support live. Fourth, attendance. So every week I'll be taking attendance, and attendance will be taken this way. I will ask a question on Google Hangouts, and the question of this week is, what was your favorite activity during spring break? And you just write a sentence, and then I'll mark down the attendance. So right now I'm going to go to Google Hangouts and answer that question. What was my favorite activity during spring break? So Integrated Math 1. My favorite activity over spring break was playing Tickle Mania and riding bike, scooter, skates with Lincoln. Post it, and that's how I'll be taking attendance for the week. Lastly, participation. So if you come into Zoom office hours and ask questions, math-related questions, or in the Google Hangouts by asking math-related questions or supporting students in math, you can get extra credit. because this whole distance learning makes things very isolated and not social, I want to reward students with points for making learning more social and active. With that said, we're going to have a great year, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We're all here learning together.